To me, integrity, I think, is a consistent adherence to a set of values, is how I think of it. It's something that you've gotten over time in a lot of different sources. I don't think you just kind of pop out with it. You know, they say you stand on the shoulders of giants, and I include my parents in that. I include my people that I work with in the office, in the hospital, my partners, and my family, and my faith. All those things kind of combine to keep me in the right direction. You know, it's easy to get discouraged as a physician regarding liability issues, insurance issues, you know, just feeling put upon by the world. But when you have integrity, you're there not for that, you're there for the person-to-person interaction, and all of that melts away.
Dr. Ho is one of the outstanding, excellent physicians I have ever worked with. I think he really deserves the award for integrity because he takes time for his patients. He's interested in educating the nurses and his co-workers. He gives us group in-services.
I feel that as a physician, we've been given a great education and life experiences, and we need to share them. I was the beneficiary of people sharing with me, and to hold it and not share it and not allow other people to benefit from it, to use in their efforts, is selfish and wasteful, and you know, and I enjoy it. I enjoy teaching and with students, med students, residents, and you know, staff, nursing staff. It's lots and lots of people interacting. If everyone can get on the same page, pulling the same direction, so much better.
On behalf of Winter Park Hospital, SPCU, the ENT unit, I want to congratulate Dr. Ho for winning this award of integrity.
I work the night shift in the Apopka emergency department. It starts at 8 o'clock. We start with a physician handover. It's quite a busy time of the day, so you usually hit the ground running. And we start on the critical side, so there's some high acuity patients waiting for you always. Apopka does have its own challenges, which is one of the reasons why I like working here. Especially the night shift has its fair share of interesting people that we see. There's a diverse population, just as there is everywhere. We do see homeless people, and we do see people a lot less fortunate than ourselves. That's something that I think, as being an emergency physician, you can really go above the usual duties by going the extra mile for them. I think part of the reason that I became a doctor in the first place was not just to physically heal a person, but also to take care of them and have empathy with their situation. I was brought up to realize that I was very fortunate, and there were people in the world that were not so fortunate as myself, and that if I could, and I hope that I am able to, that I'm able to bring some compassion and bring some relief to people when they need it most, which I feel is in the emergency department.
Dr. Ballinger, ever since she came to Apopka, has really exhibited a kindness with her patients, and she has like magic in her hands. When she touches people, she makes them feel calm and relaxed, and she exudes compassion. The patient really feels that she is caring about them and what's going on with them.
I think that as the patient's in a vulnerable position in the emergency department, that it is our duty to represent the patient, and we need to be the patient's advocate. And sometimes that's difficult, and sometimes challenging situations, but I mean, that's what we're here for. If we don't do that for them, who's going to do that for them?
Dr. Ballinger, on behalf of the staff of the emergency department, I'd like to congratulate you on your award for being the most compassionate doctor we've ever worked with.
Balance to me is being able to provide all the needs of my patients, as well as being able to have balance in my personal life. The aspects of balance that encompass what we might be doing in a typical day for a physician is being in those places in the operating room, in the hospital, in labor and delivery, but also in the office and following up on things. We run a lot of tests. We have phone calls. There's certainly those days everybody knows the phones don't stop ringing. And so being able to respond to those patients in a timely fashion and get results back to them, come up with plans of care while the leadership roles, going to meetings and making sure that the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted all at once. But on top of that, I've got things outside the hospital, family life and downtime when I've got it to go enjoy the things I might like to do. But I have 2 teenage daughters and a wife and family and, trying to balance all of that. So with the 2 teenage daughters, they're involved in sports and programs and trying to make sure I make it to as many things as I can. And they're very understanding, and that helps. Without the help of that support from family and friends, you can't be balanced.
I've known Dr. Dukes for 15 years. He's exhibited excellence in his professional life with how he manages patients and takes care of patients. You see the same thing in his personal life. He's got a great family, and if you were to judge him by his family with his 2 beautiful daughters, you would immediately realize that he carries those qualities at home just as well as he does it in the office here.
Being balanced in the everyday life, it takes work. It's not something that at first you are going to just have right away. You come out of residency and pretty much that's your entire life. There is no other balance. You just work. And then you get out of residency, you've started a family, you're starting a job or profession, and now you've got more things you've got to balance. And with that, it is a learning process. So made mistakes at first, but hopefully I've learned from that. And now from that experience, able to fit in family activities, learning that although I want to provide for my patients, that sometimes I do need to take time for other things, even downtime and making sure that I am there for the ones who I care about.
Dr. Dukes, I want to congratulate you on being this year's recipient of the Balance Award. Your partners are thrilled to have you as a member of our group, and we're pleased that you have received this honor and more in the future.